execution?
Not very good. I thought Daniels did a good job of mixing in unders and kind of keeping James off balance with the small pick and rolls. I thought he blitzed James pick and rolls a lot with the bigs, and we didn't handle that very well.
What did you make of your team process-wise tonight, particularly with the starting lineup that you put out there?
I thought he did a good job, especially defensively. I thought the blueprint of how we want to play, with key guys being out, is how we played in that first quarter, first quarter and a half. I thought we did a really great job of just, trusting, moving the basketball, moving bodies, and then we didn't do so good with that in the second half.
We saw you guys roll out an entirely different kind of second unit there with Cam and gave Kobe a chance, obviously. What did you like, and why did you decide to kind of go with some youth there?
Yeah, I thought they were good. Cam, as far as shooting wise, didn't shoot the ball well, but I thought defensively, I thought he was really good. His energy, I thought Kobe came in and did a really good job as well. So just some, lessons for them to just continue to keep growing.
Why did you go with those two guys, especially? Chris didn't play today, but we didn't play them. What did you see with those guys?
Say it again?
Why did you go with those two guys today?
Because we worked on it.
Was it their energy that you kind of liked or wanted to see out there?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Coach, for Clipper Nation, the fans out there who kind of, a little disappointed with the start. We can't control injuries and health issues and things like that. What are kind of some words of encouragement for them, as you guys deal with this tough stretch?
Oh, just stay with it. We all hit tough times, and like I said, I like the way the team competed tonight as far as defensively. Still got to clean up some things offensively, but it's not about how you start; it's about how you finish. And so, we get some of our guys back, it could be a different story.
Thank you.
Ty, in the first half, I know you briefly touched on the pace of things, but you guys were getting into half-court sets a little bit quicker, and then the second half kind of did bog down. Was that more of what they did or what you guys were doing?
What we were doing.
What do you want to see changed?
Do it like the first quarter.
Last year, when you guys played KD, Derek, James, and Zoo, that four-man unit had, I think, a +9 net rating in about 500 minutes. Is there anything about that lineup that you maybe want to stick with for a couple games and see what you have with that, especially defensive kind of unit there?
I mean, yeah, just to try to start the game with a defensive mindset, with two of the best defenders in the league, and so to start the way, and then we get Chris out around the 6 minute, KD around the 6 minute mark, and then just kind of go from there. But how our defense has been struggling, just thinking putting our best defenders on the floor to start the game is pretty important.
You mentioned starting John Collins for a while. Just curious, you talked about sample size and all that. Like, is there something you're looking forward to in the next 5-10 games here? I mean, once Kawhi's able to come back, are you looking for another kind of 10-game sample with a certain unit, certain lineup?
No, just getting JC acclimated to playing with the starters.
Okay.
Those guys understanding how to use them. I did like that little stretch for about a minute and a half. We played the 5, and so we just got to continue to keep working on that as well.
Coach, you talked earlier today about trying to defend the 3 better. How did you see that put to the test today?
I got to go back and watch it. I really just too caught up in the game to really understand. I know, we talked about just with, Kennard, not letting him get off 3 wise, and for Ricochet, and he came in and changed the game for those guys. Coming in, making those 3 threes in a row off of turnovers or not getting back in transition, or poor communication. Defensively, he kind of got them going.
Last one.
Ty, do you feel like you guys are searching for it more this season as opposed to last year when you went into it knowing you're going to be without Kawhi, and there's kind of been that in and out? I mean, you guys have dealt with that at times as well since Kawhi has been here with him in and out, but has it been a bigger challenge, or what has that challenge been like this season?
Well, it's just different because, when Kawhi starts the season, you kind of have your playbook and how you want to play, when he's healthy. And so starting training camp and the things that we were able to put in early on in the season was just really based around Kawhi, Brad, and James, and so a little different than it's been in the past because he hasn't really started the season. So just figuring out how we want to play. I thought the blueprint was in that first quarter, kind of how we want to play, and get better with that, and just understanding and trusting it, for 48 minutes and not 18 minutes, not 20 minutes, but just trusting it for the whole game, and we'll be better. So it's a little different because you have, time to plan, when Kawhi's out for training camp, but, when it happens throughout the course of the season, it's a little bit more difficult, so we just got to stay the course.
Thank you.
Let's get ready for Hoop Jab.